close. I cannot begin to tell you how bad that just hurt. What's more exciting than working on an air-cooled Volkswagen convertible and it's getting some new shoes? Got 2 of them done, so let's get these other ones done and we'll see what else is going on this thing. So if you want to see what I'm doing up close, I just put a video out of me mounting this tire by hand. You know, I do all of these by hand. I've got a tire machine and a balancer right behind me, but to keep from scratching this thing, it's best for me to do it by hand. I don't mind doing it. It's a little bit of exercise. And right now, while I'm talking to you, I am saving about 40 bucks. That's about what the tire store down the street gets nowadays. So I saved money on the wheels, I saved money on the tires, and now I'm saving money by putting them on just like this right here. So if you want to see how I do this with a detailed instruction, hey, just head on over to the channel. Well, you're already there. Just go look and you can see exactly what's going on here. I even show you how I can do it with my feet. Sometimes I catch a lot of bad comments from some of those YouTube keyboard warriors out there that they say I'm putting a 15-inch tire on a 14-inch wheel. Well, I would never do anything to try to get one over on you guys, that's for sure. And all I ever say to those guys is the earth is not flat. You believe it or you don't believe it. All right. So when you got a bead that's dropped down below the rim on one of these little small tires like this, just hit it a few times. And then it'll air up. Not that that one was hard, but I was sliding off the tire because I had too much juice on it. Sometimes too much slickum is too much. Now all I'm using is some Dawn dishwashing detergent. That stuff evaporates pretty quick. Try to knock this one out a little quicker. So not only have we saved 150 bucks by doing this ourselves, I've also saved the frustration of having to deal with somebody tearing up one of these wheels, taking it down there, dealing with the line, waiting on it to be done, or going back and picking it up. Plus, this is my daily exercise. All right, we're going to try to get this one on a little easier. Now, if you're going to try this at home, it's totally up to you. I don't want anybody falling off and breaking their neck. That's another one of those silly comments, how dangerous it is for me to be walking on this tire. Well, guys, if this right here is dangerous, then you might want to stop driving around on these interstate streets, because this right here is just, well, let me just say it's kind of like a walk in the park. And just think about all the money I'm saving. Now, I totally understand that I look like a complete idiot walking around on this wheel trying to get this tire on here. But guys, I've done this so many times. But for some reason today, I'm a little clumsy. My shoes are a little big. My pants are a little big. My shirt's a little tight. Don't you be talking about my shirt. I do need to get on a weight loss program. If anybody wants to join me on
Just like
that, make a
that.
challenge out of it, that'd be great.
We got it done. I don't remember, you guys remember this Eaton Wolf tire pressure gauge. This thing is the cat's meow. Shoots the air in quick. Gives you a digital readout. Yeah, you know me. Links in the description. Don't forget, comment on the videos, like, tag, share, subscribe. Woo! Do all that good stuff, and your name's entered in the hat each month for some spanky swag. I appreciate each one of you guys commenting and letting me know what's going on in your garage and how much you like to watch what's going on in my garage. Look at there, a beautiful wheel, no scratches. That dot always needs to be lined up with the valve stem. Takes a lot less weight that way. One more to go. So if you noticed, I'm using stick-on wheel weights. Also, if you notice, I'm only putting them on the inside. We're doing a static balance. This machine will allow me to do that. The thing I hate the most sometimes is when you've got a cool wheel and you've got weights on the outside. These wheels right here are the Porsche Fuchs. They're not going to allow you to put weights on the outside. We're going to put them all on the inside. So each one of these little segments right here is a 1/4 ounce. I pre-bend it to match the wheel surface, peel it off, stick them in the back. And make sure you get all the paper off. Stick them in the back, and then I'll show you a trick I do on the front side. I'm going to double check this one. All right, good to go. All right, so if you heard that noise in the background a while ago, that was a phase converter. What that's doing, it's taking my 220 and turning it into a 3-phase so that I can run the balancer, that sander, and my mill and my lathe. It is a remarkable tool. It's a 220 10 horsepower motor that when you turn it on and you run some wires and stuff a certain way, it will generate 3-phase power. So it will run my 3-phase equipment. It's pretty neat. We'll go into detail about that one day. I did that about 20 years ago and it's worked ever since. I've moved it around, of course. At one point, I actually had a building that had 3-phase power and I never used it, but I never got rid of it because Spanky knew one day he would be back in an area that didn't have 3-phase and I'd need to use that equipment again. Never throw away stuff. You never know when you're gonna need it. All right, we got this one on, temporarily mounted with 2 lugs. We'll get the other one on and we're just one step closer of getting this old doodlebug back on the road. All right, we've got one wheel to put on. And we're gonna get this little bub back down close I cannot begin to tell you how bad that just hurt. But I didn't lose focus, and I didn't drop my wheel. But I hope I'll be able to walk tomorrow. Should I leave that in the reel? Should I leave that in the video or bleep it out? That hurt. I'm an old man, and that thing was heavy. It landed right on my spine as I was bent over using all of my muscles. But what I was fixing to tell you, what I was fixing to tell you before that thing hit me was that, yep, you're not imagining things. This is the third Volkswagen I've done, and I almost decided to go with a different wheel, but you just cannot beat these Porsche wheels on these early Volkswagens. Something about it, just too cool. Just like putting holobrands on a hot rod. Well, we've got the tires on, we've got the wheels on, some temporary lug nuts holding them on. Let's lower this thing down on these little car dollies. Then I'm gonna go see if I've got any injuries to my back. Man, I sure like those car dollies. I showed those to you a while back. They're super cheap, super effective, and you can just roll your car around anywhere you want it. Yep, I'll put a link in the description. Don't have to ask me twice. I tell you what, that was enough to make a man cry. That was a 1950s Yale come-along. I weighed it. It weighed 33 pounds. It fell from about 7 feet down and hit my back. So it fell about 3 feet. Golly. I was on camera and I didn't lose my cool. You got to give me a thumbs up about that. As always, thanks for watching my corny videos. Some are good, some are corny, and some are just going to see what I'm doing around the shop. And that's what this one is. I had some time to kill. I needed to knock that out. I wanted to bring you guys along with me. As always, thanks for watching. Now get off the couch, get out in the garage, and go build something. Unless you're still watching Spanky's videos, and then you're more than welcome to sit back with a homemade chocolate sundae and just enjoy more corny videos. But hey, catch this one right here next, because YouTube thinks you're gonna like it. At the end of the video, check out the links, the sponsors, and also in the description of the video, I'm gonna share some of the products that we saw today. Head on over to Amazon, buy those. We make a very, very, very small percentage of that. And we appreciate it because we buy t-shirts and give them back to you. As always, see you in the next video. Spanky's gone. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. I sure would like to thank Porterbuilt Mufflers, Driven Racing Oil, Benchmark Abrasives, Auto Solo Front End Alignment Tools, Wellsworth Car Care Products, the Lug Nut guys, and everybody else that watches our videos. Thank you so much. Catch you on the next one.